everyone, today I'm going to do a review on the topic titled Curriculum and Instruction. In this topic, I will be discussing what is a curriculum, what is a co-curriculum, and the methods involved in curriculum planning. So to me, the definition of curriculum is a set of design which is planned to aid teaching and learning. So basically there's a set of rules. I wouldn't say rules, but in a way that is planned, that allows the educator, the teacher, to deliver lessons accordingly, set by the school or government. It depends. Alright, so there are a few concepts in curriculum itself. There is a documentation and guideline that is involved. It is also focused on how the curriculum is delivered to different learners, different ability learners. Also, the subjects that are involved in the curriculum, it's very important. It also needs to have a systematic learning experience between the teacher and the student. And also there are some hidden concepts that you can't plan. It happens. This is called the hidden curriculum, which we'll talk about in a bit. So what is the objective of a curriculum? Right, so the objective to me is it is a guideline, it's a set of design, like I mentioned earlier, that contains knowledge that needs to be taught and delivered. Right, it has to be related, and you have to make it relevant to the current needs so that students are able to identify it, and also they are able to relate to what is being taught, depending on the subject. Right, for example, like history, even though it's from the past, with current events, you're able to relate how the past has affected the present. Alright, it also helps. Another objective is it's to build skills and attitude. We can see this in vocational curriculums, also in living skills, art and design, design and technology, and so on. So there are two types of curriculum that I'm aware of. One is called the manifest curriculum. The other is called the hidden curriculum. So the manifest curriculum is the formal official curriculum that is designed, created by the Ministry of Education. Right, this is what that all governments, what the government does to help the schools nationally. Yeah, I'm sure it's also applicable in other countries, not just in Malaysia. And then you have the hidden curriculum, the second type, which is an informal curriculum. It is a learning experience where students learn indirectly. It's not something that is planned. It is hidden within the curriculum, something that it happens without a set of guidelines. Okay, this can happen in their society, in the club, in the co-curriculum activities, in living skills, and so on. Alright, so that is the first part. What is curriculum? Now, co-curriculum is different. It's a little different from extracurricular activity. Co-curriculum in Malaysia is divided into three groups. You have the uniform unit, such as St. John's, Girls Guide, and all. And then you have the club of society and sports. So co-curriculum activity happens in the school. It usually happens in school. It helps students to be more active in their clubs and societies. Sport can also be involved. Extracurricular activity, however, it happens outside of school. Alright, this is where most of the time it involves sports to maintain their physical balance. But co-curriculum and extracurriculum are not that different. It is different, but not so different. It can actually interrelate with one another. Now to the third part, curriculum planning. So to plan a curriculum, there are many approaches that is known. Curriculum planning happens because, if I say there is a new education system that the government wants to implement, they will need to go through a process on how to implement that particular system or to the particular subject, so that it needs to follow a set of planning, which a few previous educators have already come forth with, right? So the models that quite famous is the Tyler approach, the Taba, Stenhouse, and so on. I'll do the approaches in another video, but today I'm just going to go briefly on the model. So Tyler approach is very famous, right? It's established in 1949. It starts with educational objective first, the aim of the curriculum, and then you have the learning experiences, the organization of learning experiences, horizontal, vertical alignment, and then finally you have to assess and evaluate at the end of every course. So it's very straightforward. It's a linear approach. Taba approach has 7 steps. Okay, it starts with the aim, and then you have the objective, the content, you have the organizational skills, not so far from Tyler. It's more in depth. Okay, then you select your learning experience, you organize your learning experience, and finally you have the evaluation. This was in 1967. So that is the Taba model. All right, and then there are 4 components that needs to be addressed in new emerging curriculum. Almost always, it always starts with the objective, because we need to know why are we teaching, what do we expect the students at the end of the lesson. And then we have the knowledge, the learning experience is very important, what is used to aid their teaching and learning. And also finally, we need assessment. It doesn't have to be a paper written assessment. It can be many ways. You can use an app to assess them, such as Kahoot or quizzes, or you can have a group presentation, a year-end project, presentation. Of course, some subjects such as English and Maths, of course you need to show skills, written proper grammar writing, or for like history, maybe you need to show your arguments in your essay. Such things probably need writing, but other subjects, maybe like sciences, we have life sciences, students get to demonstrate their understanding of what they've learned and transform it to experiment. That can also be an evaluation. So evaluation today, or assessment, is quite debatable, because a lot of countries or schools are trying to move away from 100% examination, okay, and moving towards coursework, or maybe a 50-50 or a 70-40. So that is all. Before that, that is all for the emergent curriculum, as in curriculum planning. And then, of course, with every new development, there are some factors that influences curriculum. Of course, the first one is political aspect of it. The government plays a huge role in curriculum planning. And then you have the universal need, whether the subject is applicable when the student leaves this country and goes forth. Is it going to be helpful for them? Okay, it doesn't only, the subject that is taught has to be broad, a global subject. And then, does it fulfill individual needs? Does it help them in any way when they leave school? So not just individual, but national and community needs. This is where their patriotism comes in. The content of the curriculum is also very important. And of course, last but not least, the objective of the program. What is expected of them to learn at the end of the subject. So that is all my take on curriculum and instruction. Alright, thank you.